Kirk in the chat time. I got the crowd yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, bring them out. Front the back gate yelling, bring them out. What other southern rapper hooded than this? I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. You look at the Steeler defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Left side, Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own. On the 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Get 300. 319.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 3rd and 6.
Get 300. Hey, 158.
Here's Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Allen now looks to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
319.
Again, it's Cook. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you 319.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bills 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To the air, Allen has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Now Allen. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Cook up the gut. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Allen going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slip becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Here's Johnson again on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Your body is acting up, your mind is out of bounds, it's telling you that you check about thoughts and memories that's adding up, like overseas. You feel alive, like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed, like you can't have enough.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Steelers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Allen. Coleman has it here right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Allen. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. That one down the field for Freiermuth. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
42-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Motion man is Shakir. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They'll get this down to the 38. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage in the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to perhaps salt this one away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a two-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
At the 33-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
318.
Now Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Nice solid game there for him, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steelers
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This is 1st and 10.
On the 50, 26.
Back to throw, Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This is 3rd and goal.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's 4th and goal.
One final try